2006 was to be the year of the Ebner Express. Brad Ebner was a senior and he had paid his dues on the Dos Pueblos football team. The star running back had trained and practiced. The season started out like a dream. His explosive runs and exciting touchdowns garnered the attention of local fans and college recruiters.
Bradley was a very focused individual. A lot of friends, your typical teenager, I guess, and everything was falling into place for him. And I can't even tell you how proud I was. I was like, whoa, that's my kid.
I was almost a pro football player. Then I got a brain injury.
It was the fourth game of the season. A photo of Brad in full motion graced the game program. The day was like any other game day. At least it started that way.
I took him to San Marcos and dropped him off and said good luck and we'll see you at the game.
He was posting big numbers on a statewide level. I think he was eager to maintain the pace, so in he went. He had some good runs. He got his bell rung though in the first half. So after that happened, he didn't play any in the first half at all. Late in the third quarter, Bradley was feeling better, so they put him back in and they ran a sweep play. And he got hit right then. And he got up off the ground and ran back to the huddle, and they, for whatever reason, ran him out of the huddle.
He called himself out. He wasn't called out by anybody. He ran right to the doctor and collapsed into one of the doctor's arms.
I could instantly tell that he was having some kind of a neurological problem.
We thought, how bad could it be? They laid him down and motioned us down onto the field, called the paramedics over.
Started to cut off his uniform. The whole place just silenced. Everybody in shock. We were losing him. We were losing Bradley right there.
Everybody was just still.
They said we needed to take him to the hospital now.
I just knew like it was bad.
He immediately went through emergency brain surgery. The swelling was so bad that he actually removed part of his brain. I had this son that was on top of the world yesterday, and my son's just had part of his brain taken out.
Here he was one week, one of the best running backs in all of California, and the next week he's just struggling for his life.
Brad Ebner spent the next few days in a coma. His family, friends, and entire community never left his side.
Everybody in the community just came together. It was pretty amazing. The support we got was just overwhelming.
It was awesome to see. I mean, I couldn't even stand in the waiting room. There was no room.
Chuck and Cheryl were actually letting people come in and see Bradley, so I would sneak off during my prep period and go visit Bradley in the intensive care unit. He did not look good.
Countless surgeries, rehabilitation, and sleepless nights, Brad had a long road ahead of him.
When he woke up, he kind of had a blank stare. Couldn't speak, he couldn't eat.
The injury almost put him back to infancy, really. I mean, he's had to learn to do everything over again. Walking, talking, everything was still really hard for him.
He was in ICU for a month and then transferred to rehab. He was there for 2.5 months. And they wheeled him in on a gurney and he walked out.
Let me see you dance a little bit, okay?
Every day, Brad got better. He learned to walk and talk again. Eventually, he returned to Dos Pueblos High School, this time as a special education student. He graduated the following year. When he was ready, his father Chuck knew he had to get his son back in sports.
I thought when he was well enough, he would probably really enjoy running track and field or something like that, something he'd do in a competitive nature again and be part of something.
Special Olympics has given Brad Ebner a place to belong again, a place to compete again, a place to succeed again. The benefits have made a world of difference not only to Bradley, but his family and his community.
Being involved in any sort of athletic activity and sports is amazing. It actually helps towards their behavior.
There it is.
Very nice, Bradley.
Special Olympics gives him like sports again. It's good to see him being able to interact with people. It's been kind of an energy outlet for him.
I think with the Special Olympics, you're still seeing that Bradley still has some competitor in him.
He's like, Mom, I'm a champion again. I think it's changed his life.
The Ebner family has no regrets. They don't blame the game of football or the little decisions they made along the way. But Chuck Ebner does wish he would have known one thing.
The biggest thing that we could put out as a message to the folks out there is with the athletes, if they get their bell rung, they're not playing anymore. These high school aged kids, it's not worth taking the chance.
Brad and his family are hopeful for the future and believe there are always lessons along the road from tragedy to triumph.
You can't take anything for granted. In Bradley's case, it's a very tragic story in a way, but his story is a long way away from being, finally written.
I'm proud of him for the man he is and for what he's gone through and how strong he is.
I'm just so completely proud of myself. Yes, I am.
People can go through something like this and come out strong and happy. If you've got the strength and you've got the community and you've got the family, everything's possible.
Felt good.